Yes, obviously, you know. Now you can say why. You can just see the reasons why the color, the beautiful game of football. It's so magical. It's unpredictable. It's just so interesting to watch. The Champions League game played yesterday between International against Football Club Barcelona. You could say Inter Milan versus Barcelona brought us so much to talk about. 7-6 on aggregate, 4-3 on score basis after extra time. And now I can say I would love to save my money very well with that man, Jan Sommer. But let's talk about Fratesi. Let's go with the main story right now, where Davide Fratesi's extra time strike propelled Inter Milan into the Champions League final with a dramatic 4-3 victory over Football Club Barcelona, clinching a 7-6 aggregate win. The Italian midfielder found the back of the net in the 99th minute. You could say 99 minutes, yes, after a brilliant setup by Marcus Thuram, igniting a wild celebration at the rain-soaked San Siro. Simone Inzaghi will now face either Arsenal or Paris Saint-Germain in Bayern Munich, or you could say Munich, later this month, aiming to secure their 4th European crown. Fratesi emerged as a clutch performer in that very game, who did that the other time against Bayern Munich in the quarterfinal. And of course, it continues today at the Parc des Princes, where Arsenal will be away from home playing against Paris Saint-Germain. Don't forget the scoreline remains 1-0 in favor of the Les Parisians. Now, it's a big match tonight. Let's talk about the fixture. Historic win now. Paris Saint-Germain secured their first ever victory over Arsenal in 6 attempts with a 1-0 win at the first leg, drew 3, lost 2, both previous home encounter ended 1-1, and that's about it. Now, I will have Anitoha join me on the show before we get to the Nigerian talk, where she'll be doing some of the talk where we have to say, yes, what's going on about the Nigerian Football Federation, and then we talk about the NFF, talk about Eric Chell, and then what is next. Because as I talk now, Ahmed Musa have returned back to the national team. And that's what it is. Now, I think Itoha is saying she's joined. I have joined, but I'm not hearing anything. And that's about Itoha. She wants to. All right, so quickly, Itoha, if you're in, good morning. Great to have you on the show. Welcome.
You.
Are you here?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very well. Welcome to the show. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Glad to be with you.
Yeah, quickly, let's talk about what happened yesterday. Barcelona out of the Champions League semi-final. They are not in the final, and that's your team. Inter Milan in the final. Did you see this coming?
No, I never saw it coming. I thought Barcelona would get them qualified to the final, but it didn't happen. Even though they gave a good account of themselves last night, as well as Inter Milan. Inter Milan also gave a good account of themselves. They played an entertaining game. Yeah, whoever watched the game would agree with me that it was an entertaining game, and they showed us they gave us a beautiful football, like I said, a beautiful display of football, but they couldn't just, FC Barcelona couldn't just get to the final. Now, Inter Milan are in the final, and I must say a big congratulations to their fans, their players, and their coaching crew. Let's see what happens after PSG would have played their game tonight, and whoever meets Inter Milan in the final, let's see what.
Okay, what happened? So let's talk about tonight. Arsenal. Is it possible Arsenal will get the result right? Because we've heard that Ousmane Dembele trained yesterday. We saw him. This clip is out there. Can Arsenal get the result right today? Thomas Partey return back to the side.
No, it's football. Anything can happen. Like we like to say, Arsenal can get the result. PSG can get the result after getting the result at the Emirates Stadium the last week, and this is their own ground, so they can just go ahead again to beat Arsenal for the second time and for the final, and do that because they are a good side, I must say. So anything can happen at this point. I can't just pick the fight to the final. Anything can happen. Anybody can qualify to the final. Like I said before, let the team who is more hungry to qualify to the final.
Okay, let's go off the Champions League and talk about this very one. There's a news right now. A heartfelt tribute is in order for the late Rashid Yaki, a true icon of Nigerian football, whose remarkable contribution shaped the sport in our nation. Now, you have this picture. You can see this one you have on your screen. This one is evergreen, the first Nigerian player to score at the World Cup. Yaki was a pivotal figure in Nigerian football history, being part of the squad that not only qualified Nigeria for its inaugural World Cup, but also clinched the prestigious African Cup of Nations title in 1994, held in Tunisia. His legacy is etched in the annals of football history. Among his crowning achievements, Rashid Yaki scored Nigeria's first ever goal in the World Cup, a moment that remains a defining highlight of the 1994 tournament in the USA. This goal did not only signify a personal milestone, but also marked Nigeria's entry onto the world stage of football. Now, in addition to his world, or you could say his World Cup heroics, Yaki was named the African Footballer of the Year in 1993 as testament of good result to his exceptional talent during the 1994 World Cup title. And also, we didn't get it, we didn't win it, but we were a big part of that one. It would also interest you to know that as of 1994, Nigeria was the 5th best side, in the country map, the ranking, and the what have you. The Nigerian squad, bolstered by Yakini's effort, was ranked 5th globally by FIFA. And everybody knows that's a remarkable 5th globally by the FIFA side, a remarkable feat that showcased the nation's footballing prowess. Now, in light of Rashid Yakini's extraordinary contribution, there is a compelling call for the Nigerian Football Federation NFF to honor his memory. It is suggested that the NFF declare May 5th as Rashid Yakini Day, a day to be marked with the NFF flag flown at half-staff, symbolizing respect and gratitude for the legacy he has left behind. Rashid Yakini, everybody knows, a legendary Nigerian footballer who made a significant contribution to the development of football in our country as a member of that squad. Now, let's say his achievements cannot be untouched. It can't be untalked about. It's unforgettable. His achievement is good to know, including his scoring part. Now, let's talk about this. Itoha, this man you have on your screen, you know him well. We respect him. He's late today, so we can say late Rashid Yakini. I'd like to ask you this question. Why do we not, in quotes, Nigerians, why don't we always reverence or give accolades or give a remembrance, better word, to our ex-international, those who are late today? We've seen it in the national side, we've seen it in the Premier League, we've seen it in club basis where a man who is there, who I don't even know, when the game is about to start, they'll have to do the 1 minute, and they're praying a 1 minute prayer. But in Nigeria, every game goes on. The MPFL, I don't even know if we don't have all of this. This is a record, this is a memory. Now, the NFF, this is talked about the NFF, they are saying, people are urging, fans are saying this, can we have a day for our legends? Okay, now, 2013, our coach, Stephen Okechukwu, they did his stadium, that Asaba, they have to rebuild, they have to rename the stadium after him. That's like a record, what they want to do. But can we see the Nigerian Football Federation respect her ex-internationals who are late today? Have a day for these people and give them that respect. Is it possible?
Kizzy, I will start by saying this, that we believe here, or we always say here in Nigeria that we don't respect or cherish our own, but if now in go ahead, we know how to carry on go for it, give them that maximum respect. I think this is a culture that has to do with Nigeria, not just the NFF alone. We don't respect our own. And this that the NFF wants to do for Rashid Yakini, it's long overdue. It's long overdue. Why counting all his achievements while he was alive? I don't know if you remember to mention that he's the all-time leading goal scorer for Nigeria with 7 goals. The record that Victor Osimhen chasing. Yes, I know that he still has age on his side. He still has age on his side. He can break the record, but right now the legend actually Yaki still has that record. So you said that the NFF are thinking of. Hello, can you hear me? Am I on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, very well.
Okay. Respecting our ex-international, both dead, the ones that are dead and the ones that are alive, is long overdue. It's a culture we have to start practicing. These are people that have done well for the country, done in the green and white colors of the country. So yes, we have to just.
Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. Go on, Itoha. Okay, Itoha, you're breaking. But quickly, let's talk about Aziz Oshoala. I know you like to talk about this one. Oshoala blasts NFF for unfair treatment of Super Falcons. As Oshoala has publicly taken aim at the Nigerian Football Federation NFF over what she describes as unequal treatment to the Super Falcons compared to the Super Eagles. The five-time African Women Player of the Year decried the persistent gender pay gap and the systematic neglect of Nigerian women national football team despite the achievement on the global stage. Oshoala, who has won multiple league titles across Europe and is widely regarded as one of the African most successful footballers, spoke bluntly about the disparities in pay and promotion between the men's and the women national team. Oshoala said, in her words, if I quote, when it comes to investing, people think the men deserve more money than the women. But doing the same job and giving the same thing, we are also entertaining. The 29-year-old forward questioned the logic behind the financial imbalance. She said, so I see no reason why you think or anyone would think someone deserves to be paid much more than us or more than me. Oshoala didn't shy away from addressing the common counter-argument from the NFF regarding the revenue gap between the two national teams. She said the argument from the federation is always like, oh, when the men go to the World Cup, they bring in more money. So automatically, they think you don't deserve to be paid equally because they make more money from the male team than the women's side. But for Oshoala, the reasoning only tells half the story and ignores the federation's own failing in promoting the women's game. She said, I'm not arguing that with them either, but I'm just saying there's a way you project your team and you can make more money. Using a clear comparison, Oshoala pointed out how the Super Eagles are consistently marketed and promoted in ways that the Super Falcons are not, from online hype to physical banners and advertisements. She lamented by saying, Super Eagles, if they have a game, it's all over the social media. It's everywhere. The banners is everywhere. And she's not happy. Oshoala is not happy. Let's say it. Is there any untreatment? Itoha, do you think that an untreatment on this story?
That I agree with as Oshoala 100% with my full chest. Because now the NFF are trying, based on what she has said, the NFF are saying that the men bring in more money than the women. So why don't we allow just the men to be playing football? Let's cancel anything that has to do with women's football in the country or women's national team teams in the country. Let just the men be doing it. Like you said, when the guys, the Super Eagles, have a competition coming up or against a game rather coming up, we see it everywhere on social media, even on the NFF social media pages, especially their official Facebook page. But when the Falcons are preparing for a major tournament, you hardly see it. You hardly see it. I follow the NFF, on all their social media handles. So I know what I'm saying. You hardly see it. Now the women have their women's World Cup, women's AFCON rather, coming up on the 5th of July.
Yeah.
Yes, coming up on the 5th of July this year. Just in a matter of 2 months, 1 month or 2 months. And nobody's talking about it. We are not seeing it anywhere. And first off, the NFF, the Super Falcons as a team don't have media officer. What are they doing about it? What are the people in the NFF doing about it? This is a way when they have media officer, then the media officer will be working towards this, or will be posting this on their social media, and I mean the Nigerian women's senior national team social media page. But they don't have a media officer now. The last media officer they had was Oluchi Tobechukwu. Yes, and our time expired in August last year. Now it's August last year, and this is May this year, May 2025. No media officer. I remember going for their international friendly in October last year, and we saw what happened between journalists and NFF official at the Onikon Stadium of Bolaji Johnson Arena. I was there. This is not me carrying fake news. I was there. A little misunderstanding between an NFF official and all the journalists who wanted to hold a press conference with the pre-match or post-match conference with the with the coaches and the players. I saw what happened, and I posted it on my social media pages that if the Super Falcons had media officer, then the media officer would be a kind of middle person between the journalist for the press conference and that NFF official. So I know what I'm saying. I'm talking about the money aspect. These people are doing the same job, and you are paying some people higher than some people because of these people are men and these people are women. It doesn't make any sense to me. No, it doesn't make any sense to me. We have to treat people fairly and equally. This is what we talk when we say gender equality, but some people say feminist, bitter feminist. I am not going into that now, but I am talking based on what Oshoala has said, talking about the Super Eagles and the Super Falcons. They have not been getting fair treatment, but from the NFF, both as it concerns welfare, it concerns any other thing. They've not been getting that fair treatment, and I'm happy that she has spoken up. People have to speak up. You don't have to be doing the same thing or be absorbing some kind of treatment because of. I'm sorry if I'm talking passionately about this. I know what I'm saying. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
You don't have to treat some people unfairly because of their gender, because they are women, when they are doing the same thing as the men. Now, women's football is growing, and I know that the US Football Association, that the women's national team, the association, sometimes last year, if I'm not mistaken, came out to say that the men and the women will be collecting equal pay, receiving equal pay. Why can't we do it in Nigeria yet? No, why can't we do it in Nigeria? So Oshoala is 100% right. She knows what she's saying. She has served as the captain of the side at a point. So this is somebody who knows what she's saying. We have to start looking into this. The NFF, as a matter of fact, must look into this. Don't come and tell me that again. Let only the men be doing the football business in Nigeria, so that we know that all the money they are bringing, they are the ones bringing it.
Okay, so Itohan, if I get you right, let me ask you this question. What would you advise the Nigerian Football Federation, what would you advise them to do now? If you have to say, what would you advise them to do to stop this? You sound like it's intentional. That's what. You sound upset. You sound like they know what they are doing. You just believe this story. You believe that it's, what's the word? What's the word? That they're being biased, maybe. Do you think they're being biased?
They know what I am doing because this is Africa. We know what we know how we bring in this gender bias when it comes to doing things in Africa, especially in Nigeria. So they know what they are doing. It's an intentional stuff. So I am advising that they look into that. If they can bring in equal pay, because both teams are playing. The ladies are playing 90 minutes just as the guys. And when it gets to extra time, they also play extra time just as the guys. Yeah. So why will anybody tell me that? And they are representing the country just as the guys are representing the country. So it is intentional. It is intentional. They have to look into that. So I must advise this.
Less promotion. That's what you mean. So sorry, let me read this one. Someone is saying, as much as I respect, from YouTube comment section, said, as much as I respect women football, they don't make as much money as the Super Eagles. Hold on. And he said the NFF, though, needs to get their house in order so we can promote them better. I would have loved to, let me ask you this question. Let me just ask you this question. Am I supposed to ask you this question? Let me ask you. I take it easy, no vessel. This part, they say women football not making more money than the men. Is that true? Do you agree to that, first of all? I'm not supporting that. I'm not supporting what the NFF they are doing. Like what Oshoala is saying. I'm really advocating for what she's saying. That's cool. But I'm asking you, the women football and the male and the female, do you agree on the part that says the male brings in more money to the federation because they've been marketed very well?
Even if I want to agree, it is not about me agreeing or not agreeing. It is about looking at the facts. Now, are these people doing the same thing? Are they doing the same thing?
Yes, they are doing the same thing.
Doing the same thing. No, so why will I be doing the same thing with you? For instance, I am doing the same thing with you. Then our Oga, so to say, our Oga will not start paying you higher than the way he is paying me just because You be man, I be woman. Because I don't want to believe that this is about the women are not bringing in more money, the men that. This is about the gender.
Yeah, okay.
Gender issues.
Gender issues. So, but Itoha, you advocating for the women. Let me ask you, if the NFL, because that's the word, that's what we love to do. We need to advise them. We need to advocate for the ladies, the women football. The promotion is dead. I mean, nothing is really going on. No one is talking about it. Like you said, a lot of things coming up, but no PR. That's the word. But let me ask you, if you to say, concerning this women football, if money and time, attention, everything that is done to the Super Eagles is done to the Falcons, do you see us having more revenues, stream-wise, everything generally?
Why not? Now, okay, look at, like I said before, women's football has grown. Women's football, not just in Africa, in the world, has grown. So if you are promoting women's football just as you are promoting the men's football,
yeah, go on.
Tell me why you will not get revenue. I am not saying it must come just like the ones you are getting from the men's football, but at least we'll see the changes. So let the NFL start promoting women's football like they are doing to the men's the Super Eagles. Let us see what happens. You cannot continue doing the same thing all the time and expect changes. Now they keep saying women's football is not bringing the revenue like the men's football is bringing. What are you doing to see that much needed change that you need? You are not doing anything. We are just there saying the same thing all the time. So it's about time that the NFL stood up. It's about time that they took action. And let's know what we are doing.
Okay, all right. Let's leave that. Let's leave that phase for now. Let's talk about our stadium. Currently, there's a renovation ongoing somewhere. Super Eagles may host Rwanda in Abuja. NSC Chairman Shehu Diko, reveals renovation plans. I tell you, the Super Eagles' next match in the 26 FIFA World Cup qualifiers may take place at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja in an elaborate plan that has been set in motion by Nigerian sport ex-heads, proving to be effective. According to a report gathered that this is a sequel to detailed information emerging from the National Sports Commission (NSC) that moves have begun towards renovating a number of pitches across the country, starting with the nation's flagship arena in Abuja. In the effect of this one, Super Eagles may end up being psychological advantage or personally take advantage of playing their September 1st World Cup qualifier against Rwanda in the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) rather than the Gospel Akpabio International Stadium, where they have failed to win their last 4 home games, and the venue has been dubbed a bad luck for the Nigerian national team. Good news to see that renovation will be done. That's the man you have on your screen. His Excellency Madam Shehu Diko. But Itoha, that stadium, that Akwa Stadium, okay, do you feel good to know that we'll be playing, just according to report, we'll play our next game in September in Abuja? That's one. Secondly, are you among those people out there who are saying that Gospel Akwa Stadium in Uyo is cost? No good results so far.
I don't believe in this talk of stadium. No, the stadium they play ball. No, the stadium they play ball. Now players they play ball. So wherever they decide to take our Super Eagles to, in as much as the stadium is good and okay, why not? People say, I heard some people say this green jersey, no, they give us luck. Now the white one, they give us luck. The white one, no, they give us luck. Now the green. The stadium do like this, stadium no do like that. No, I don't believe in all those talks. Yes, okay. Good they think that they are trying to renovate stadium across the country. But wherever they take the next Super Eagles World Cup qualifying game to, what we need is for the players to do the needful, get the 3 points. Because we know that at this time, we cannot afford to lose or draw any game. Get the 3 points and let's forget about taking the players from Uyo, the Gospel Akpabio Stadium in Uyo to Abuja. Wherever they take them to, let them do the needful.
Okay, so all right. So before we get to the Ahmed Musa talk, I'd like to read from the comment section. So you just hear me out, and then maybe if you have a reply to this same person, Dare to Dream 122 is saying on the comment section, saying, please, how many Nigerians watch women's football. And he went as far as saying, I completely disagree with your guests on this. Don't bring gender bias into football. Developed countries that promote women's football still complain about the same thing. He said, we fit sit down for the same office. We fit sit down for the same office, they do the same job, but our contract is not the same. We have players in club football earning 3 times more than their teammates. Make women negotiate better. I mean, does it make sense to you? It sounds like the women are not negotiating well.
I agree that we fit sit down for the same office, they do the same job, but our contract not be the same. Now we're talking of contract in the national team. Are we? This is not about bringing gender bias into this. This is about talking. If you know they watch women's football, fine and good, no problem. But women's football is growing and people are watching. I go to stadium, I go to see games, even our league, our NWSL Premiership. I go to see games and I see guys coming out to watch. Yeah. Even though say our league na Wednesday, our women's games they always be Wednesday, work day, but they come out to watch rather. So I understand his point of view that how many people they watch women's football. I understand, but let's not take that away that women's football is growing.
Yeah. And the NFF can do better to make it grow. Okay, let's talk about the captain of the Super Eagles. Nigerian most capped international Ahmed Musa is set to return to the Super Eagles as captain of the team. And I'd love to see Ahmed Musa return back. He's a long time captain for the upcoming Unity Cup 4-Nation tournament in London. So it's a 4-Nation tournament. The announcement was made on Monday by Musa's club, Kano Pillars, via a post on their official X handle or account, you could say. And the statement reads, Captain Ahmed Musa is set to lead the Super Eagles at the Unity Cup 4-Nation tournament from May 26 to 31 of May 2025 at Brentford Stadium, London. He holds the distinction of being the first Nigerian to score more than once in a single World Cup match against Argentina back in 2014 and the first to score in 2 World Cup tournaments following his brace against Ireland in 2018. Musa has been impressive from this season, recording 8 goals and 2 assists in the MPFL 24-25 season campaign for Kano Pillars, although the NFF has yet to unveil the official squad list for the tournament, where the Super Eagles are expected to feature a majority of home-based players. Musa is currently 32. He last played for the national team in a friendly match against Guinea on January 8, 2024. With 109 appearances internationally and 16 goals to his name, he stands as a prominent figure in Nigerian football and was a key member of the squad that won the 2013 AFCON back then. Now, Nigeria will line up against Ghana, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and that's a 4-Nation tourney. The regular boss of Jamaica in that one. Itoha, how good will it be to have Ahmed Musa back to the national team? That's one. And secondly, would you love to see Musa get involved in the qualifiers World Cup route?
Why not? I am a big Ahmed Musa fan. I still believe, I have said this before, I have been saying it and I will still say that. I still believe that Musa still has a lot to bring to the national team. Yes, Musa still has a lot to bring to the national team. It's not a bad player after all. Yes, some people have been saying he has passed his prime, he's no longer needed in the national team, but I beg to differ. So I am glad that he will be the captain of the side at the 4-Nation tournament.
Yeah, is it he has something to offer? Is it because he was our captain, or he's our captain, better word? Because we heard the coach saying he does not want overage player. That's the word. One of the reasons why Cyril Desert is not in the team today, you and I know. We see the goals he scores in European scene. Cyril Desert, you know what I'm talking about. Plays for Rangers, Glasgow side. He's not in the national side, and they're saying he's old. He's in his 30s. Now Musa is 32. So is it an emotional thing? I'm asking. You rightly said he has a lot to offer, no doubt. I respect him. I know his accolade. I know his story. But is it something that has to do with emotions now? Or is it something that should be talked about? Is he really needed in the national team? Why do we need Musa? Is it because he's the captain of the Nigerian side? Is that why we need him? Or we need him because we are lacking? Are we missing him? I mean, I would like you to elaborate on this thing. Why do we need Musa in our team? Is it because he's the captain of the team? One. Or is it that he's going to bring in leadership quality to the team when we make it to the World Cup? Do we need him now? Good for him in the friendly. For me, my opinion, I'm happy to have him be part of the Unity Cup. But in the long run, I don't know.
First off, I must say that the national team selectors don't even know what they are doing, in my own opinion.
Really?
Because the coach, because I don't understand why you will say you don't need an overage player in the team when the likes of that is doing well at Rangers.
Right.
And you keep inviting a Victor Boniface that is not contributing anything to the national team. Victor Boniface is a good player, no doubt. I follow him at Bayer Leverkusen. He's a good player for his club side, but not for the Super Eagles. And I know that some of your fans will agree with me.
Right.
So why will you leave that and be inviting Victor Boniface and you expect me to say you know what you are doing? So like I said, Ahmed Musa still has a lot to offer to the team. Yes, it's leadership quality and he's a good player, like I said. It's a good player. To me, in my own opinion, I know that not many will agree with me. I would prefer an Ahmed Musa to a Samuel Chukwueze.
So you prefer you prefer Ahmed Musa. You prefer Ahmed Musa to Samuel Chukwueze in the national team?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Why so?
It's about age. I really don't like. Sometimes I don't like what Samuel Chukwueze plays for the national team. Sometimes I don't like it. I am not saying I don't like Chukwueze as a player or as a person. I don't have any personal beef against him. I'm just saying sometimes I don't like how he plays for the national team. And please let the NFL team selectors start looking towards Cyril Desert. Let them start looking towards that guy. He's a good player. Let us forget about Victor Boniface for now. Just for now. If we need a backup striker to Victor Osimhen, I will go for Cyril Desert. I know I'm not a coach, but I will go for a Cyril Desert to a Victor Boniface. Okay. So I know this is not about Cyril Desert and Victor Boniface. This is about Ahmed Musa. Yes, I am still saying that Ahmed Musa still has something to offer to the national team.
Okay, so you want to see Musa back?
Yes, I want to see him back. He must not necessarily be playing in all of our games. I want to see him back.
Okay, lastly, let me ask you just in 1 minute, tell me this one. This set of boys that we are going to be having for the Unity Cup for just, for turning, do you want to see them become a full part or an integral part of the side that will play in September against Rwanda? Or is this just a test, and just test them, keep testing, and at the end of the day, bring the regular players back to the national team?
They will do at the Unity Cup. Let's see what they will do at the Unity Cup before we'll start saying if we'll bring them back to the national team.
Okay, all right. I'll take it from you, Itoha. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Hopefully, we see how it goes. For tomorrow, we'll return back on the show. But leaving with a scoreline, Arsenal away from home. Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal. Scoreline from you.
Scoreline. Even though I want Arsenal to win, maybe PSG will just win. I don't know. Let's
wait. You said even though I want Arsenal to win, but PSG will win. I don't understand.
Even though I want Arsenal to win and win the Champions League.
Okay.
But let's say PSG would win 2-1 because they will be playing at home.
Okay, PSG wins 2-1 from Itoha. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much, Itoha Mozakwe. That's the lady she likes to talk about advocating for women in football. She likes to say it all. You saw the way she was sounding. She was agitating so well. She wants to see the women football promoted same as the male category. And I think that's a good one if it happens that way. Some people are saying the women football is not making money, blah, 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 rest of it. But if you promote them well, put in the whole right people, the right marketers, the right PR, and put them out in quote, I feel like, yes, the Super Falcons are good to go. On and around the Wild Drum, they did so well. And I believe, yes, the sky is not only their limit, but rather their stepping stone. But this is where we'll call it a close right here on the Sports Republic Show. My name is Kizzy K. Thank you so much for watching and being part of the show. Tomorrow will be another day. We'll return back and give you all of the results and everything that's transpired in the world of sport. But up until then, I will see you. I am the only football player without a jersey. Please stay safe tomorrow. I'll see you.